Hello all, this is Ian with Learning Experiences in Applied Fields. I'm happy to bring you the first of a series of screencasts that Leaf will be posting as we move forward. These screencasts will be focused on many different things, but mainly expanding the learning opportunities that Leaf provides by teaching some skills digitally. Keep an eye out for future videos. This video specifically is for something a bit different. Hopefully throughout the past couple of months, some of you at least, have noticed big changes happening on the Leaf website. Tonight is the official reveal of our brand new website over at leafteam.org. The link to that's in the video description if you haven't been there before. I will spare the masses from having to listen to all the technical junk, but if you're interested in that sort of thing, I will have more videos coming up soon that detail the foundation that this website is built on, as well as some other web development tutorials. The focus of this video is to show you all around the site and point out some of the cool new features that I've packed in. If you happen to be the designated branch web developer for your local Leaf branch, I'll be getting in touch with you personally here soon to give you your keys to your area of the site and talk to you about how to interface with the new setup. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I suppose the logical place to start would be the main home page, so that's where we are now. I have stuck to the less is more approach throughout the development phase, so the first thing you may notice is how open the site feels now that it's changed. The goal was to allow the user some space to breathe. The challenge that we faced was picking what we wanted and packing in all the information without the user drowning in content. You may have caught my use of the word "we" a moment ago. At this point, I would like to throw a shout out to the president of Leaf, Madeline Pelzel, for all of her help throughout the process. I may be the senior web admin, but I could not have done it without Madeline's creative vision and incredible knack for graphic design. Her vision for the site was invaluable throughout the development process, and in many cases I served only as a human-to-computer translator as I brought her ideas to life. Before I bore you all with listening to me talk, let's get back to the site here. Starting at the top, you'll find a navigation bar. This is standard across most of the site, and I say most because of the way that the branch subsites work, which I'll get into that a little bit more later. As we run through the nav bar, a few things become apparent. The first is that it is drop-down capable, so there are a couple things tucked away underneath that you should definitely check out, but this keeps things neat up top. The second thing you'll notice is that it is not a nested list. There are no sub-level pop-outs. This is against my religion, as I'm allergic to cursor hover tunnels. If this means nothing to you, then you can interpret it this way. Ian made my life easier by programming the site in such a way that the outside of my fourth-story window does not seem to be an attractive storage location for my computer. If you happen to be interested in web development, I'm going to talk a lot more about cursor hover tunnels in later videos and some of the things that you can do to make sites more user-friendly. Moving down, we see the homepage content, a sidebar, and a footer. The sidebar and footer are constant across all pages, with one exception being the projects page sidebar, which we'll see in a bit. The sidebar is a space for us to throw credit to our community partners. These are local businesses that contribute to Leaf by providing us with professional expertise through several different avenues, and also the funding to help keep Leaf alive. The footer leaves you with some basic information about the program and some contact info. I'll let you poke around all of our About pages on your own time, but these pages contain information about who we are and what we do. If this is the first time you've heard of Leaf, that's a great place to start. Also, if this is the first time you've heard of Leaf, you should cruise over to the Join Leaf page and see if there's a branch near you. Even better, if you are interested in trying to start a branch near you, Madeline Pelzel would love to hear from you. You can find her email at the bottom of any page of the website. If you don't want to become physically involved with Leaf, I encourage you to become part of our online community of learning. The website and this YouTube channel are great places to start. Our forums are currently dead after a server transition, but soon we'll revive the forums, and that will add another avenue for digital interaction. Leaf is focused on sharing knowledge through every avenue available to us. So now let's head back over to the website and check out our projects page. Here you will find a familiar blog environment. This page details all of the projects that our members have completed. The sidebar over there is the one exception to our standard sidebar that I mentioned earlier. We have some familiar navigation tools on this one that should help you find posts by branch or topic or anything else you could search for. Next up is our gallery. This is one of the largest improvements over our old site. We will head over to the DuBois County branch's gallery as an example, but as other branches get pictures uploaded, they will be worth checking out also. One thing that you might notice right off the bat is that there were some subtle changes to the navigation bar as you got to this page. You have now left Corporate Leaf's site, and you are now on the branch's specific site. This structure was used to allow individual branches the creative license to tweak their sites to their own liking without affecting the structure of the main Leaf site. Again, more on that in future videos about web development and why you choose to do things a certain way. Clicking one of the album covers brings us to a page of photos from that album. I'll use the Budding Leaf album as an example. If you haven't heard of Budding Leaf, it's worth looking into. Budding Leaf was a pilot program carried out by our DuBois County branch last summer to provide a fun and educational summer camp to young students who have an interest in STEM fields. Clicking an individual picture shows you a bigger image, just as you might hope for. Noteworthy here is the fact that this website pulls directly from Facebook albums. This has two advantages. The first is that it means the loading speed for the user will be far faster due to the nature of Facebook's content delivery network. This is another digital mumbo-jumbo term for nerds that basically means they have bigger and faster servers than we do, so using their system is better for the end user. The second is that it's very easy for branches to add albums, which is something that will be outlined in a future video. What it means for you is that you get to see more albums more frequently because it's easier. Taking a little trip over to the calendar shows a whole lot of nothing. That's because this is day 0 of the website. But as we move forward, this calendar pulls directly from the Google Calendar of Leaf events, and it will show Leaf members a single place to come look for any date or time they could ever want to know. Our newsletter is also available on the site. This gets updated often and shows what the branch is up to. The format of this portion of the site will be worked on a bit as we move forward, but for now it's a neat way for people to check out what we are up to if they are not a member of Leaf and therefore not receiving these by email. There's much more to see on the website, and I urge you to poke around. Please go check it out, and absolutely let us know if there's anything that you see that you have suggestions or whatever else. We love hearing from the community, and we love hearing from anybody who's watching these videos about what we can do to improve. And by the way, if you're not a Leaf member, what on earth are you doing? Please join the team. Come with us. We've got some really cool things going on that I'm sure you'd enjoy. We've got something for everybody here. As a member of Leaf, you get hands-on opportunities if there's a branch near you, but if you don't, you can still profit. You will get access to some exclusive videos and special information that we only share with our closest pals. Keep an eye out for the videos coming up. Things to get excited about are CAD tutorials, web development tutorials, and plenty of other fun bits. Until then, cheers.